Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. If it'll play. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Welcome. How's everybody doing today? I know I sound like crud because that's how I feel. This pollen got to give somewhere, y'all. It's ridiculous. What's up, Annette? Wave, Cherokee. Let's see. My birthday was cool. I spent time with the family. Snuck out and got me a bottle of wine. Cheap wine, but wine was good. Aldi has some great cheap wines. If y'all didn't know. I'm doing a little bit of crafting while we're talking. Give me 1 second to get this one cut done. Okay. Yeah, I didn't sleep good either. Right, yay for wine. Last night was a rough night. My restless leg syndrome would not stop. Like, my legs just would not stop jumping. My left one, it was hurting my hip. Cherokee girl, I'd rather had some whiskey, but wine's safer. I saw a lot of people seemed to have confusion in the comments and didn't. Some understood. What's up, Case Candle? So some understood what I was getting at with both of the videos that I uploaded. Our weather's so back and forth, but my cousin has a car that's just like a shade darker. Hey Lisa, welcome. Then baby blue, just a shade darker. And guys, she washed her car, and I kid y'all not, it took less than an hour, and her car looked yellow. And I mean yellow. Yellow. I just can't breathe, and I feel like crud, but it'll be alright. It is what it is. It's allergy season. And if you're allergic to pollen around my area, you're dying. Every one of us sounds crazy. Cherokee girl, it's horrid. It's like I literally sit in my room and I'm coughing my head off. I had to go refill my inhaler and get some more of the little things, the albuterol that goes in for the breathing treatments. What's up, Tamarack? They act like we can't tell. When you got one of the rhitises, you can tell if it's going to rain. It's literally, there is a link between barometric pressure and having arthritis and tendonitis in your joints and being able to feel that barometric pressure. It's a scientific fact. That's not whatever. But what's up, Aussie True Crime? How are you doing? Want to remember, if anybody has a channel that comes into the chat, you feel free to drop their link. You don't have to wait for me to say so. It's probably not going to be a long live because I'm just not feeling good. I am trying to finish up some of my crafting stuff, so y'all might hear me doing some things. I just finished, I know it's going to sound dorky, but taking clear tape over top of the base that I intend to have my pencil holders and stuff attached to. And I've got the round pedestal feet. I've got to cover those in clear tape that I made for it, as well as then I've got to hot glue gun my 3 magazine racks. Just so y'all know, the little magazine holders, they call magazine, whatever. The little plastic ones that look like a weird rectangle, triangle combo. Do not waste your money buying those. Go and you got a cereal box the right way and make 2 out of 1 cereal box. What's up, Smiley? I made 3 real quick and easy. Made my own personal liners. Use contact paper to cover them with. I've got a light, like a lavender one that's holographic, and one that's black. And then I'm just gonna take the hot glue gun and put all 3 of them together, because that'll just make them even more sturdy. Maybe make a base to connect the 3 at the bottom. I don't know. That's what cardboard's for. Repurpose, repurpose, repurpose. What's up, Pam's Opinion, Lorton Girl, Smiley's World? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Remy Bell. How well do they hold up with boy toys? Well, if you make them like I did the purple one, they hold up great. The purple one is actually double-walled, which means I just cut the cereal in half instead of making it be 2. I set one down inside the other, used a hot glue gun to glue them together, covered them with contact paper, lined it with a pretty paper I liked as a liner, which actually was a calendar, and then covered them in the clear packing tape. And it's pretty sturdy. Cassie Roku, my email is all lowercase NITASWORLD99@gmail.com. If one of the mods could drop the email real quick in the chat, that'd be great. What's up, Bubblegum? How you doing? Oh, that's what's up. Well, I'm glad you're doing good too from your back surgery. Awesome, Cassie. I will check my email while we're in here. So I wanted to talk about the videos. Give me a 1 in the chat if you saw the video that I uploaded. Sorry guys, I'm just checking email right quick. Cassie, I hadn't got your email yet. Hey, Oklahoma, Little Feather, New Orleans lady, Melissa Olson. Oh, Oklahoma, I got the label maker today, and it works great. Making little post-it notes, prints out labels. I can even make my own stickers for my crafts. It's got outlines and stuff. It also will print a picture. It just does it in black and white. darker pictures seem to print better. Thanks, Miss Pam. Let's see. Somebody emailed asking to be unblocked. I'm trying to do that real quick, you guys. Sorry. Just give me just a second. Because I don't think the person that asked me to unblock them, I don't think is blocked. But so, guys, give me a 2 in the chat if you understood what I was getting at with the first part of the video talking about ARG and such. And Unfiction. And give me a 1 if you didn't understand. Okay, I see it's kind of... Okay. I still ain't seen... Sorry if I missed anybody. Welcome, Autumn. I'm going to go over the upload video, so don't worry. I'm just trying to find the 2 people that emailed me and said that they're blocked, that shouldn't be blocked. I'm just trying to find them, so I can either say you're unblocked or you're blocked. And I'm not finding her name. I thought she was just timed out. weird. It's two different people that emailed me and said they're blocked, but their name is not in the block list. It's so strange. Huh. Very, very weird. Thank you, Vexing Vixen, Sweet Carolina, Real Gigi. Oh, Miss Justice. There's two Miss Justices, huh? Okay. I wonder if she just thinks she's blocked. This is weird. Okay. Almost done. The rules do still apply about minors, you guys. What's up, Eddie Joe, Rhonda Moon, We Scottish Mall? Okay, I'll check Cassie. Let me check for her email right quick. Okay, Cassie, I'll look more into that, but there's something, hey Tama, Mac and Screams, Manic Mama T, I can't touch on the Crawford thing a lot. It's just what's best for someone's case. I probably have not yet, Rhonda, not with the way I've been feeling, honestly. Just not feeling good, you guys. It's like, blah. Okay. Let's see. We're going to play my video, so... I'm just getting it queued up. Yeah, Pam, how's the recovery still going? Well, okay. Okay.
What would you do with 15%?
Y'all need to go watch this video though and give it a thumbs up. Those of you that haven't. Because it ain't even got 500 views yet. That's what kills me about uploading videos. Okay. Somebody did something. It's about to tell me, show me somehow. I heard dings. Oh, I have acute bronchitis. I don't think I ever fully recovered from. I think that's what's going on. Honestly, Miss Rhonda. And it's a horrible feeling. They say once you get it, you keep it. Or, you know, it keeps coming back. Does anybody know what somebody gave or did? I'm waiting on it to show me or tell me. And I can't find it. Well, it gave a ding, like somebody either became a member or something. So whatever somebody did, I'm just going to say thank you. Because apparently it's not working properly. Olive oregano. Oh, God, I know it. My whole body aches from coughing. Okay, I'm going to start playing the video. Welcome to our new member. Whoever become a member, thank you. I'm not sure who it was. It's not showing me. I will, Gigi. Okay. Alright, let me mute. Share screen and all the good stuff. Yeah, that's it. Okay. For many, many months, we've been talking about Summer's case. And a while back, I said something about a channel called Matthias in the Key series in 863 and checking it out. Hopefully some of y'all check that out. It's what I was talking about an artificial intelligence type game, a reality version of a LARP that coined a new term, or what they thought was a new term, but it's actually a term that's been out there. It's called Unfiction. And in the next live stream, we'll look that up. We'll discuss it. But they had to make a whole channel called The Truth About 863. And there's a video where Matthias, the CEO, explains how people went real life. So he had to come forward and make this video explaining that it wasn't real. Now, each of the videos in this series that's still going, that's supposed to last for 4 years, have like 4 million views. Whereas I can't come up with more than like 50,000 views total for this video I'm about to show y'all. There's a reason I want everybody to listen. Close your eyes, hear the words, listen to what this man's saying, and then think about the Summer Wells case. And then watch the next video that I'm going to show you. And then we'll discuss this later. Here goes.
Upset about bots and competitors clicking on your ad?
Wasn't ever the plan. Please, again, this is to you guys as well. Ask questions down in the comments below after you read this whole thing, and I'll do my best to answer them. Non-story based questions more about why this is all happening now. Hello all. With all that's going on the Reddit, people crossing boundaries and blurring lines while investigating, something has been on my heart. Though it's a bit complicated, so bear with me. For a while, a lot of the story's fun was people's theories, investigations, discoveries inside the videos that spurred more of the same. It was a blast to be a part of the community, and I felt like we were all on the same page. Part of the fun was speculating whether everything was written, reality, and what it all meant. Then I noticed a tiny minority of people crossing those boundaries and feeling really worried for the team. So we started doing last time, this time, next time. We started calling it a series. I also put a disclaimer to quell those issues. And at that time, I don't even think I really saw people crossing boundaries. It was more of within the last 2 weeks that I saw that. The following content may not be suitable for all audiences. This was the disclaimer that I put. Viewer discretion is advised. That didn't sit right with me after one video, so I changed content to story to better communicate the story that we're creating.
Welcome, Patty. Okay, guys. I got my headphones hooked up so I don't have to mute. So we're going to go back to this. And I'm going to pause periodically and speak, like right now. I'm going to give you a little bit of background, okay? To me, what I want people to understand is this is not futuristic. The future is now, I guess, type thing. Let me just go look up a term that I said we were going to look up and define. Unfiction. Let's see what happens when I type in what is unfiction. Unfiction. What is unfiction is already typed, okay, let's see. There's a reason that we're doing this, because I want to explain. Now before we get into this, also we're going to look up what is automated something gaming. What is ARG? Argon oil. Alternate reality game. There's two things. There's reasons that I want to go into this, because let me explain something to you. The channel that I'm playing the video from is called, it's Matthias. There's two series. One series spawned the second. So you really have to watch the first to get, but it's in season 4. There's one called the Key series that started over 3 years ago. And it was like 9 months and they didn't do a second video about it. They went and did other content. Then they went back to it and did more and more and more. People on the internet were having a problem distinguishing reality from fiction. They didn't know if this series was real or fake because of the way it began. See, the way it began, and he's going to get into this in this explanation, telling y'all, the way it began was from a true event. Okay? a true event. Welcome, BBC. A true event. Something that actually happened. Which is when they bought this new, and he's going to tell you this, but what I want you to, there's certain parts that I would like for you to pay attention to. Because could Summer's missing case be a true event? That other information and circumstances have been manipulated to where now we are almost in an alternate reality game situation. Now let's discuss, okay? Unfiction is an umbrella term that refers to a large range of artistic works that all share a common theme. They exist in their own fictional worlds as if they belong in reality. In other words, unfiction pretends to be telling a real story even though it's fictional. Okay. Now, what is unfiction? ARGs in the history of online storytelling. This is not a game. This is unfiction. Nick Nocturne art credits, it says. Let's see what, okay. And it's a YouTube channel, The Beast. If y'all have not heard of him, I don't know, because like I thought everybody had. Unfiction is a term that is synonymous with alternate reality gaming. Maybe we Scottish mob. Maybe. Right. Understand. Right. I'm reading y'all's chat. Right, Lisa Kleckner. Certain events that trigger the unfiction, the alternate reality game. Certain events are true. Like if it's said to happen at the World Series, well, we have a World Series. I'm with you, Betty Joe, and I'm being real with y'all. I publicly am stating I cannot support or condone any creator that is intimating that a juvenile is involved at this point in time. Call me crazy, say I'm burying my head in the sand, I'll wear all that. But what I won't do is I will not have a juvenile's name in my mouth attached to criminal activity. I don't know we Scottish small. See, my thing is, I still believe, no matter what we're talking about here, this is all the smoke and mirrors that we keep talking about. This is all the extra. This is all the bullshit. You get what I'm saying? Summer Missing is a true event. All the extras are put in there by certain individuals who are behind the scenes acting one way and in front of y'all acting another. What's up, Muffin Top? Kimberly Sisk. We Scottish Small, I don't trust NT1 right now. Anyone. Understand that? I think Summer is a real missing child. I think that the hinkiness surrounding her and the fact that even the parental figures gave misinformation from moment one is what leads me to believe that "What's up, Dazed?" I sent that email and got a reply back. It kind of leads me to believe that yes, she had to be reported missing. Yes, this little girl is missing. Was she missing on the day that we saw her? No, I don't think so. Was all those pictures that we've been giving her? No, I don't think so. Is that part of the smoke and mirrors to do all this extra for people to be able to make money, including the parents? Again, the best ARGs, the best Unfiction is based on a real life event. I just want people to just have your mind open. I'm not asking you to believe that there's world conspiracy theories out here. What I'm asking y'all to believe is that 3 or 4 smart people saw what was going on in this case and said, wait a minute. These parents already done some hinky shit, so we can come in and we can do our bullshit and we can really stretch this out and convolute it and make some fucking money. How about that? That's what I'm saying. Y'all think I'm too far off with that thought? Thank you, Brown Eyes Blue. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying this little girl really was missing. And there was some bullshit associated with it. Exactly. They capitalized on it. People who are adept at Unfiction capitalized on it. There is a game plan out there. I promise you there's a game plan out there. I don't need to go to no other channel and listen to True Confessions to know there's some kind of game plan. Been saying it since the day Chase walked in uninvited. That part. Geeky tip, we Scottish small. You got a good grasp of it, seems like to me, because you got the right name out your mouth beginning with. I feel like it could have been, I hate to say it this way, but for these people that's controlling this game or this situation, we can insert any child into the place of Summer, if that makes any sense. Mac and screams, but really there wouldn't have to be that many involved. There really wouldn't be. You're talking about a few YouTubers that recognize that you've got your Allies and your Jody Sues of a plethora in this situation. That you've got people that none of which are going to be able to testify in court. And their testimony be worth a fuck. They realize that. They recognize that. They recognize that, okay, so technically we're not compromising the case by doing this, this, and this. But they make great TV. They make great entertainment. Tell me everything that Jody says ain't a fucking riddle. Jody Sue, take 1 hour, and instead of talking in circles, you talk in straight lines. That hour will last about 12 to 15 minutes. Real talk. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that Summer got gone because they wanted to do this. Not what I'm saying. I'm saying that some players in the game recognized an opportunity and probably presented that opportunity to certain family members, allegedly, in my opinion, and let them know that dollar signs would be cha-ching and just play the game. Because why else do we got two parents that don't know how old none of their fucking kids is? We got Jose that's nominated, and it's bothered me, and I've been stuck on this. He's practically nominated himself for Godparent of the Year, but he didn't even know how old Summer was. Let that marinate. Go look at the last 4 weeks, since Dawn went to jail, anytime you see Candace, she looks like that you're pulling teeth to get her to fucking talk about Summer. But as soon as you start talking about a hat, skydiving, some aluminum foil, some fucking spaghetti, she lights up like a Christmas tree and is so happy. But you talk about her kids, and it's like she's constipated. But they have slipped up by it now, Mackin screams. Grandma slipped up like a motherfucker. You ain't seen her come back out and talk no more, have you? I think the milk jugs were a prop. I personally believe that they had just been to a food giveaway, and that's where the milk jugs come from, in that box. Because I don't believe that picture was taken on the 15th. I just don't. Right, Muffin Top. Now let's add in the fact that we are nearly 10 months in. It'll be 10 months tomorrow. That's right. Candace said script. It'll be nearly 10 months tomorrow, and we're just now finding out that Wells is not Summer's fucking name. TBI must not have known that it wasn't her name, because the Amber Alert has Summer Wells. But we're being told now her name is Bly. And I bet you, the other two boys, his last name is Bly. I'm researching, I'm on that shit, and I'm gonna find it. Y'all done fucked up now. Or Hair. Might even be Hair. We don't know. We don't know. Yep, the schools were doing that. And around here, we could go get the weekly groceries, and you can get dailies. I do believe uppers are the persons pulling the strings. I really do. Right, Patty, where is Summer? We tired of waiting. But see, I don't know if y'all saw cold cases with Colette. I don't know about a lot, I'll be real, about Ash Wednesday and everything, but she went through all that and how the flames burning was a symbol and the resurrection's what comes after that. Of course, Gigi, her money train has dried the fuck up. She did start crying the other day on that video when she was having to say, I ain't gonna answer that no more, my phone. Well, When did the person say that? Because allegedly there was something that she didn't fill out properly on the paperwork. What's up, Mr. Smiley? How you doing? Because it would make sense as to why nobody's found a birth certificate. Just saying. That's what's up, Rhonda. We had salmon baddies today. But an alternate reality game is an alternate reality game, ARG, is an interactive networked narrative that uses the real world as a platform and employs transmedia storytelling to deliver. And I gotta hit the thing. Hold on. I didn't open it up. I think this is really important for some people to understand. It uses the real world as a platform and employs transmedia storytelling to deliver a story that may be altered by players' ideas or actions. So understand, the people behind the scenes that's writing the script is loose-based. So when somebody makes one action or another action, it changes with them. The form is defined by intense player involvement with a story that takes place in real time and evolves according to players' responses. It is shaped by characters that are actively controlled by the game's designers, as opposed to being controlled by AI, which is artificial intelligence, as a computer or console video game. Players interact directly with characters in the game, solve plot-based challenges and puzzles, and collaborate as a community to analyze the story and coordinate the real-life and online activities. ARGs generally use multimedia such as telephones and mail, but rely on the internet as a central binding media. Okay, we're going to go back to the video where he's explaining something because I want y'all to understand something. I don't know. I don't know, We Scottish Mom, because that's a question I have too. I want to go back to the video because what I really want y'all to hear is where he's talking about how for the first year to 18 months, he's the only person. Call him the game master. The other 3 people that worked for him did not know they were being in a staged game. He's about to explain that in a better way than I can about how it evolves and why it got to the point that it had to be revealed. See, that's, everybody's like, well, how do they, okay, so let's say you've got 2 or 3 creators together that see this as an opportunity. Well, let's pull in, we got all these people, they're willing to talk and talk shit and tell everything for $1. So let's pull them on up here and let them talk and pay them $300 to $500. And and make us a quick 5Gs. Would you all spend $300 to $500 to make 5,000 or better? Come on now. Okay.
Creating. At this time, I still didn't really believe that people didn't assume it was fiction. I thought the fact that we were an entertainment studio, that we edited, added custom music, posted fan art, laughed, Joe clearly staged thumbnails that weren't screenshots of the actual content within the video, made other content that was untouched by this fictional world, made comedy and thriller trailers, and the fact that I've made tons of fiction online on this channel even, I thought that was evident enough that this was fiction. I was wrong about that because my words inside the story didn't match what you saw going into the story. It's important to note, though, that anytime you see an edit on anything, you're watching an illusion. It doesn't matter who it is. Your favorite creator is creating an...
Can y'all hear me? Did you hear what he just said? It's very important that you hear what just got said. I'm going to rewind it. I want y'all, if you're not listening, please listen. Thank you, Brandy Davis. I want you to really, really listen. Because I think this is very important to hear what he's saying right here. Thank you, Brandy. Everybody welcome Brandy as a new member. We love you. We're big fans of you and John over here. Again, I'm not touting a conspiracy theory. we're not talking Illuminati or nothing like that, okay? All I'm saying is, please pay attention. Anytime you see an edit, that creator has taken something out that they did not want you to see. Period. Whether it's NBC News or ABC News, whether it was just filler or whether it was something said. A lot of times clip channels will edit something to give it a different context. It is creating illusion, that's right. And we need to think that way when we're being analytical and thinking about stuff. That's right. Puppets will spread. That's right. Very, very much so. Okay, I'm going to let Matthias talk some more. And remember that this is somebody that has won multiple accolades, not just for their YouTube productions, but for their small films and short stories and things that they have created outside the YouTube genre. And he owns his own studio. It was High Five. He's now changed the name again. Dope or Nope is another show that comes out of his studio. I can't think of it right now. There's another one that my son watches all the time. But it's important to hear what he's saying. He's breaking what's known as the fourth wall.
That this was fiction. I was wrong about that because my words inside the story didn't match what you saw going into the story. It's important to note, though, that anytime you see an edit on anything, you're watching an illusion. It doesn't matter who it is. Your favorite creator is creating an illusion. And that doesn't mean you can't trust.
By the way, in the description of this video, free license to share and use is given. Now, what he says just now, I'm going to rewind a little bit. I want y'all to pay close attention. Again, close your eyes. Think about the Summer Wells case. Think about your favorite creators. I notoriously have problems being able to edit. I'm going to say that off gate. And when I have been able to do any edits, editing is difficult. But listen to what he says and apply it to what you know from this case. That's all I'm saying.
video, made other content that was untouched by this fictional world, made comedy and thriller trailers, and the fact that I've made tons of fiction online on this channel even, I thought that was evident enough that this was fiction. I was wrong about that because my words inside the story didn't match what you saw going into the story. It's important to note, though, that anytime you see an edit on anything, you're watching an illusion. It doesn't matter who it is, your favorite creator is creating an illusion. And that doesn't mean you can't trust them per se, but it does mean that you don't have the full picture, and you never can, I suppose, through a screen. And that's pretty normal. Then, not surprisingly, the unexpected happened. We hit a tipping point. When we revealed Cyphus's first name recently, there was a small number of viewers that took things
on this part right here. Yeah, it's John Davis True Crime. If one of the mods will drop their link, I would be very much appreciative. He's going to talk about something that to me applies right now. He's talking about taking it real life and too far. We've seen that occur already in this case, you guys. It's went too far. It's went real life. Can't nobody deny that. Also, to me, what is an issue, and you know, some creators that I have considered friends and I've called friends, and it doesn't mean I'm mad at them, I'm not their friend anymore, are supporting a narrative that I can't get behind and that I will not discuss or entertain on this channel. And that's a narrative involving minor children. We're not going to say minor children's initials. We're not going to say their names. First, middle, last, nickname, none of that. The first time you do it, I will have you timed out. The second time, you will be blocked. That is a standing rule. It's not going nowhere. Because, no, I just don't, I cannot get behind that. You know, H was different because he was directly named in the case by law enforcement. I think kids, and it's, I'm not just talking, when I'm saying this, I'm not just talking about the boys, because there's been another juvenile recently and her mother named. And guys, it's enough. It's enough. We don't need any more smoke and mirrors. We don't need any extra players in the game. We have plenty enough. I agree, Betty Joe, and I hope and pray that if what I believe is true, that law enforcement is going to handle that, and that, you know, may make things, the wheels of justice, turn slower. But, I can't support, you know, I'm very much freedom of speech, and I'm very much freedom of anybody that's in here choosing whoever you want to see. I'm not telling you that you can't go watch those creators. I'm telling you, don't ask me for no evidence, Liz. It's not going to be posted. Don't ask me to discuss any theories that involve a minor child. And like I said, H has been different, you know. Right, John, because they're not going to put that out there about a minor child. Those records are sealed. They're sealed in every state across the U.S. That doesn't vary. And it makes me angry because I said, how many times have we heard that this house, the Wells residence, that there were numerous people coming in and out? I mean, hello. Allegedly, Candace picked up some dude at a gas station and brought him there. There's all kinds of children that were supposed to be in and out, you know, drinking and whatnot. You don't know who might have left that. It's been multiple times stated that all the adults in this situation have criminal record. Well, they'd just been down there swimming. How do you know somebody didn't leave something and they took it? Right, Apple H was on YouTube himself before anybody named him. That's different. Good, John, and you should. You should. I agree with you. I support you on that 1,000,000,000%. Because it's not cool. And I don't care how much of a friend someone is to me. I might not disparage them, but I am not supporting it, and I'm speaking out to say I don't support that. I think it is wrong. Period. Period. There is no wrong or right. I've got to look at I've got children. I've got grandchildren. How would I feel if somebody did that to them? You know? I don't either, John. That's how I feel. And it's sad. It makes me sad. It made me sad. And I'm not talking about BK. Okay? Little Chickadee, I'm not going to discuss that. I just said I'm not going to entertain and discuss that. It pisses me off too, because you're talking about children. Children. Children, 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 children. And, you know, there's too many adults that have been through that house that could have fit those clothes. There's too many people, period, in and out of that house for you to even entertain that it's a child. Thank you, Chickadee. I appreciate that, darling. And you're welcome to be here. But I'm not doing that. That's what I'm making just another, because I've seen a lot of people had joined that weren't here in the beginning. So I'm just saying it again that, you know, hey, we're not going to do that. And if he's going to be on at 7, we're going to make sure we end before then so I'll go over and watch. But I just feel like life's going to be enough. Life's going to be hard enough. There's enough on certain minors. And now when you're reaching outside of and you're bringing other people and their children in outside the case, outside the players that have been here for 10 months, it's just not cool, you know? And I'm not here for that. I don't, you know, I'm not here for it. And that's all I'm saying, you know? And you, like I say, Little Chickadee, you are very much welcome to be here. No disrespect meant, none taken. I'm just, periodically, I will be restating the fact that we're just not going to entertain that. I'm not cool with my channel going in that direction. And I hope that those that tune in can understand and support that. Yeah, I'm not. You know, I kind of get what my mama used to say when I was growing up about you are the company you keep. You know, and I got to say to you guys, you know, I said everybody can change. Let's give BK a chance. Let's not judge him. Let's not jump, you know, one way or the other till we just see. And, you know, what I'm seeing is not cool, and I'm not supporting him and any of those that are. Because it seems like a little kid got their toy took away and now they mad and lashing out at everybody. And that's just my personal opinion. And I'm allowed to have that. What's up, Purple Hearts? Welcome. And y'all remember, help me remember to try to get off here a little bit before 7 so we can go. You know, I asked everybody, you know, let's wait and make our mind up. And I'm not telling y'all got to make your mind up. What I am saying is, yeah, I'm praying for him too, Brown Eyes. What I am saying is the direction that him and those with him are taking are not one that I want to take. And I'm not cool with that. So, John Davis, True Crime KK. Okay, let's go back, finish this video so I can answer any questions y'all might have on it. And then we're going to look at the 2 more videos and discuss.
took things too far, way too far, and crossed a lot of boundaries in their investigations. Like I said, I never expected people to violate other people. It was always a surprise to me when people take things too far, and honestly, I felt foolish that I didn't expect it and set better boundaries up to prevent this, because I was just surprised because I didn't really realize that people would take it that far. I didn't realize that people would go comment on other people that didn't even have the same name, companies that were clearly different names, Syntech with an H. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? It just didn't make any sense. I structured it the best I possibly could so that didn't happen, but I didn't set it up correctly, and that's 100% my fault. Cyphus was a name I thought I made up from scratch. I should have done a Google search, I suppose, but starting with the next video, the disclaimer will read, the following story was created for entertainment purposes only and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. This story and its characters are fictitious. Certain long-standing institutions, agencies, and public offices are mentioned, but the characters involved are wholly imaginary. Do not contact, engage with, or approach anyone or any company not directly linked in the description or confirmed to be a part of the story. So what that means, unless in the story, we, people in the story, in those videos on the Matthias channel, unless we reference something, it should not be dragged into the story from overzealous viewers. I'm sure this leaves you with more questions than answers, so how did it get this far? Because it didn't start out fake. It started out as an escape room type video, a story to bring hi-fi staff into imagination and fun. For the first couple of years, it was literally only me that knew it was just a fun story. I was a game master, if you will. All the reactions from the staff up to the stalker stuff were real, genuine reactions. A lot of investigations were genuine on camera, guided by me. I hope you can see how fake isn't an accurate word for what was happening, or even still an accurate word for what happened. Scripted really isn't either, possibly staged. But a lot of what happened wasn't staged. When we acquired that new unit, a lab did previously occupy that space, and they did even offer up some of their lab equipment. For instance, that one bench 100% belonged to the previous lab. Even the emotions we go through on camera are 100% real. That's something surprising that I learned going through this whole experience, that stuff you can't fake. You have to kind of go through it. Although, admittedly, we benefit from psychological distancing after the camera stopped rolling, a benefit I discovered the viewers do not have. I will address this later in the post. I honestly didn't know how to precisely address this issue while being accurate and not breaking the magic of the story that people desired, which I see now is a poor excuse. That is until recently, very patient viewers educated me on the term ARG, alternate reality game. I suppose that's what it is, an alternate reality game, one that evolves and changes based on the audience's discoveries. The best way to describe this isn't fake, scripted, written, staged, improv, it's guided alternate reality. It is unfiction. A viewer just enlightened me to this word. Its definition is very fitting. Unfiction is an umbrella term for a fiction which insists that it is real, existing in the same world that you or I exist in. You can go look that up. Unfiction exists on other platforms, maybe even on this one, I'm not sure. The way to officially describe this is fiction.
We just looked that up. Welcome everybody that just joined. We just looked that up. Remember what he just said. I told you he was going to talk about this. How he was the only person that the other 4 or 5 people that you saw regular in the tapings of this were not aware that these situations were situations he had set up and were not real. Where keys were hidden behind sheetrock in a wall. Where one of the keys they found started a car in the parking lot that had been sitting in the same spot. Just different scenarios that he was the only person that knew that it was fiction. Now, can we apply these things to Summer's case? I believe we can. Not directly to Summer being missing, not even necessarily to her parents, but to all the extras in the chat. I mean, shit. In the story. Sorry, I'm reading at the same time. Rhonda, you don't need to know anything about that. Listen to the descriptions and the definitions that he's giving you. And then apply those to your Allies, your Sherrys, your Grand Bun, your Jose, your Jody Sues, your Freds. Everybody that's come forward, and certain creators that have all came forward together. Yeah. That all have come forward together to send people down different rabbit holes, searching. It ain't about law enforcement. It's about you, the public. It's about getting you to tune in every day and hit their Cash App and hit their PayPal, because they're giving you information and they're doling it out. They've had it God knows how long. TBI's known about it for 8 months or 9 months since hell it happened. They've sat on it for 1 or 2 months, and now they're doling you out one sentence of it at a time so that they catch them donations. That's the reality. I'm being real. And so they get them clicks and views and likes. Everybody wants me to be real. I'm being real. And the story and who needs to be checked and which direction you're going is, those storylines that are dropped, and they direct us to research down this rabbit hole or that rabbit hole. And if we go the wrong way, what do we find? We find A1 sharpening. We find broken links. We find people that have been erased. And I've never seen that before. Unless they were like government agents or confidential informants or witness protection. And if that was the case, we're not going to see them all the hell over YouTube. So what is the answer? Sometimes, to figure out what's going on inside the box, we got to look outside the box. Yeah, or links to the dark web. Links to stuff that makes it look like it's trafficking. Absolutely, Gigi. I think, look, as my sunshines, as loyal as they are to me, I think I deserve being as honest with them as I am legally allowed to. If I can't tell you something or I don't share something, it's because it's against the law for me to, or it would directly hurt Summer's case. That's it. I love you, Betty Joe, for that. I love you for being 1,000,000% real. We're almost to the end of the part that I felt was important. I just want listen with an open mind. Don't try to figure out what story he's telling you about that he experienced. Listen to his words, and in your mind get a map of Summer's case. And then let his words overlay that map. And that's the best way I know to explain this. And then when I see, I hear the Tim Weirdo talking about a Netflix and movie rights and all that shit. It just more so, I'm older now. I tell them I just got no filter left. And go to my personal Facebook. It says, "What's your favorite quote?" There's two of them. One, of course, is "What you eat don't make me shit." And another one is, "If you can't handle the answer, don't ask me the question." And I live that way. I do. It's just easy. It's simple. It makes my life drama free. If somebody's mad at me, they mad at me because of something I said straight up to their grill piece. That part. But see, that's the thing, Cherokee girl. Yeah, I think so, Muffin Top. I think that you need to narrow your map down, not make it bigger. Fold that so much down. Because I think you need a lot less people than we think. If we take a lot of these characters that are doing nothing but smoke and mirror and adding filler, take them out. Take them out. Filter out those that offer nothing. Right, they're trying to distract and dilute the truth. So take out all the characters on your map, or make them a different color, and take them out. Then look at who you have left and decide who you feel are important to the case. That's what's up, me. I'm still trying to figure out FAFO. I'm lost. Right, Muffin Top. Oh, yeah. Turkey girl, got you. Y'all have me lost. Fuck around and find out. Yeah, let's see. Everybody's saying it now. Oh, God. Oh. Right, it keeps drama and chaos going. And let me ask y'all something. When true creators, even though people say they don't like it, let me tell y'all, the tune-ins come all up in there. And let me ask y'all this. If Jane and Sally's is beefing back and forth, and while they beefing, they leaking stuff on the case allegedly. Okay. So what do? Y'all watch Jane at 6 and Sally at 7. Yeah, and that cha-ching. Or you could be me. I ain't cha-ching the whole show. But it don't matter. Because we gonna keep talking about summer. Summer Moon. Summer Moon, Utah. Summer Moon, Utah Wells. And now, who benefits from which what? Little more specificity. Yeah, and the circle that's working together. Always remember there's got to be somebody that looks like they're not working together with that circle. There's got to be somebody that's the opposition. You always have the white hat and the black hat in every Western. It is sad, little chickadee. It breaks my soul. Y'all just, right. I agree with you, Annette. Everybody does need to ask that. Okay. Hi, Rhonda, you sound like me.
Not fake because it's not fake. There are a lot of aspects to this that are very much real. But these viewers also educated me on a perspective I didn't have. They helped me see the potential damage of not being more forthright would do regardless of my intentions. It might push a distrust in law enforcement, inspiration for risky behavior, or like we've seen, a gross violation of privacy during these viewer investigations. As far as I know, the only thing that's happened so far is boundary crossing, is people bringing those into the story that didn't belong, such as calling some businesses, commenting on some people's YouTube content, maybe messaging people. That needs to stop now. And this is the main reason why I'm coming out with this right now. Beyond all of the amazing viewers that helped me see how I was getting this wrong, an ARG or alternate reality game should have clear boundaries from the start, and that was my fault, and I totally messed up. A lot of people say that I should have been upfront from the start, but it's not that simple. If I was upfront from the start, this wouldn't have even existed. It would have been a single video, not a complex, twisting narrative. Being upfront would have made it impossible to get genuine reactions from the staff, and it would have neutered the series early. I don't know of a lot of fiction that works on YouTube. Actually, I don't know of any fiction that's worked on YouTube. I'm sure some has. I don't know of it, and maybe that's my short-sightedness. Regardless, I definitely should have made a more clear boundary before elements of danger started being incorporated into the story, and that's a mistake I'll definitely own. When I brought in the staff, I should have brought you guys in. I still think, even with clear fiction disclaimers, people will have problems with the series well into the future. And I don't want to say this as an excuse by any stretch of the imagination. I just want to clarify my perspective so you can see,
And you know what, Miss K? I trust the other two that you mentioned. And I'm going to catch backlash for saying that I trust Scott, but I do. I think early on, Scott and I appeared on a live stream together. And a lot of things happened behind the scenes. Some I didn't even pay attention to because I was so focused on the case and getting information and being accurate. And I probably owe Scott a big apology because I allowed others to manipulate my thought process and manipulate me and how I saw certain things and dealt with it. I felt like, well, hindsight's 2020. I feel like that he and I both had similar perspectives from male-female sides as far as having lived in having lived in a similar area. Sorry, I was listening to what was going on in the other room. My bad. Anyway, I feel like we kind of got pitted at each other to a point. And I do feel like it was on purpose. I just didn't. No. I agree with you, Miss Carrie. I don't care who, I've said that multiple times too. I don't care. Hey, Miss Blanca, welcome, baby. I don't care what channels anybody else goes watch, comments, mods for. All I've ever asked is just please don't be over here being nice and then go to another channel and talk junk about us. That's all. I don't care where anybody goes, and I like to hear other thoughts and other opinions. This is another thought process. Just, is this plausible? Is this possible? Could it be that a real life world event is now being fluffed? What's up, Sassy Brenda? All right.
So you can see how my flawed
get to the next
perspective existed. And not that I'm claiming I'm right, but more just so you can understand where I was coming from. I know there would be a small fraction of people that think I had ill intent all along. If I wanted to deceive to get views, all I have is my word and my actions, and I suppose you can draw that story from them, but I ask you to look closer. I've been on this platform for years, and I have done projects and channels that got far more views with a lot less work. Look closer at the vision statement we developed in July of last year. If I can honestly show you that right now on hifistudios.com, this has been here since July. We tell stories that matter.
That's all I wanted you to listen to about. So, alternate reality game and Unfiction, which center around a story that begins with the truth, and then plot twists and turns are interjected as those that investigate find out information. I'm just saying, I want your thoughts in the comments. Does this sound familiar? Does the puppet master or plot master, game master, sound familiar? Even down to coming out with the, yes, at times I might have seemed like the bad guy, but in reality I wasn't. Storyline. I want y'all to hear it. I want to know what y'all feel, think, and see. Now, here's another video. Short, sweet, to the point. Everything will be muted because they play music in the background. But here goes.
Now, I'm going to read this to you.
Okay, last chance. Enter how.
Echoing. Okay, I'll have to mute. That's why I wasn't trying to mute. But I noticed nobody was paying attention. After the late night I had last night down in the rabbit hole, I was trying to make sense of the pictures where summer is not summer. I remembered Allie said that Candace had been dodging CPS for weeks and weeks. Allie also said Candace would lock all their doors and wouldn't answer the door when CPS came. Before Summer went missing on June 15th, CPS was there again on the 14th, and she wouldn't let them in the house. Allegedly. Before Summer went missing on June 15th, CPS was there again, allegedly, on the 14th, and she wouldn't let them in the house. I swear I just read that.
Here we go with something that I wanted to point out. Before Summer went missing, on June 15th, allegedly, CPS was there again on June the 14th, and she would not let them in the house. Now, again, this is supposedly per Allie, but this story has been floating since early on. I believe they gave her notice that because they weren't able to get in, and they hadn't been able to, understand that, and maybe they had found her previous record with her previous children. They told her they'd be back on the 16th with a warrant. Generally, they come back the same day with a warrant. If they were there on the 14th, why would they say the 16th was the warrant? It makes more sense to say they'd be back on the 15th with the warrant. And that makes sense as to why nobody was home. Allegedly. Then
just as a side note here, because I watched a situation play out with several neighbors in the past 5-6 years, multiple occasions. Here, if CPS comes and they know you're in the house and you don't come to the door and they've been trying to get in, they'll leave. And when they come back, they have the public safety or the sheriff's departments or whoever, and they're going to enter. They don't, I'm not known them to say, we're coming back with a warrant. I have known them to say, we're coming back on this date. If you're not here and we don't make contact, the next time we return, the police will be with us. Now, I have known that to be said, but not for them to give you a telegraphed date that they're coming back. So, again, this is Allison's story. Is Allison one of the smoke and mirrors? Is Allison part of the fluff piece? That's what we have to decide when listening to this and looking at this. Is it true? Yeah, I know they have to have a warrant. In some states, it's different. And and that's why I'm asking the question, because I know what it is here in North Carolina, just less than 2 hours away, but I also know Tennessee's more of a legislature-driven government body, whereas North Carolina is more the elected official at the current time has, you know what I'm saying? I know here, is a no-knock warrant. Some states have what's called no-knock warrants. They can just bust your door in without knocking. If they can see and hear children and no parent will come to the door, they can go in the house. The police can go in the house. because they can deem that it's an emergency that a minor child is in the house by themselves. So, I don't understand them being there on the 14th and saying we'll be back on the 16th with a warrant. Something in that doesn't flow right to me. I agree, John. That's what I fully agree. It's the pot calling the kettle black in that situation. She's bad, if not worse, because in my opinion, I think if this situation hadn't come to light, her minor son would still be allowed to go and hang out and chill there and go places with them. If you think they're that bad, why are you letting him go? Because he's still young enough that you can say no. Right. It's all a bunch of smoke and mirrors. And everybody involved in the situation is thinking they're getting, I feel like it's thinking they're getting something out of it. Maybe without even realizing that they're being played in the situation by somebody above that's pulling strings because they want all this to occur for whatever their, goals are. Well, something ain't right with that New York trip, but you're not going to bring something that sells where you're at for $20 to another state that you're going to get $10 out of it. That's called hustling backwards, and they're not going to do it. Yeah, I think they came down to pick up something and take it back. I mean, just from what I've gathered and talking to someone that worked drug task force in my area, cocaine would come from the Florida, Mexico area up. Right. You don't think they was coming to pick up something, especially after that big bus that went down on Beach Creek? I still believe in this case everything is going to circle back around to drugs in some form. Yeah, the way Jose freaked out when Chris McDonough flat out asked him if it was a drug run. Oh, it was a drug run in one way or nothing. Either they was dropping off or picking up. That's what the storage building was about. Right, follow the money. Where's that $3.5 million? I can't wait till the IRS gets back in touch. Which makes sense to why Jose would say he didn't want them smoking. Yeah, you're not going to want to get pulled over and then want to search. And it's like he was the guard. That's why he was sitting in the back. He was supposed to make sure nobody else didn't tamper with the product before it got there. Because nothing else makes any sense. I don't care if Candace made the post to make it look legit. It still don't make no sense. Can you say RICO again? That's exactly. We've been saying RICO, nothing but RICO. And we know the FBI's been there since the Amber Alert went out. Yeah, I think that she said the house was for sale so that they could show that post to be the house if you get pulled over, where you going? Where you headed to, man? That's one of the first things they asked you, where you headed to. Well, they can show that post in real time on that Facebook. RICO. I'll show you. Hold on. We'll just give you the definition right here with Google. RICO stands for Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act. If you can, basically you have to prove it's part of an ongoing criminal organization. Usually it's associated with crossing state and federal lines, even outside of the country, and money laundering. You're welcome, we. You can even get your U.S. statutes right here. 922-3, aka the 84th statute. And it was basically, it says it was designed to combat organized crime in the U.S. Okay.
And what a coincidence. Summer was abducted on the day before they came and got to see the children. What a coincidence that I've been saying this. I'm not going to read exactly what this person says, but I do believe that whatever occurred and happened to Summer, as I've been saying, occurred before the 15th. The 15th was all about establishing alibis. They didn't want CPS to know they no longer had Summer and that she had been gone for a while. They would have been immediately arrested if CPS found out. This is a theory. A theory. So the pics and videos with quote-unquote fake Summer, allegedly, were made to put a timestamp on some pictures. One on the very day of June the 15th, the swimming hole pic and video.
What would you do with 15%?
This would help validate their story that Summer was with them up to and including June the 15th. Allegedly. Allegedly. H was an alibi witness who, if he was covering for Candace, knew the child with him wasn't Summer. Candace was also supposed to be a witness at the swimming hole. But after she messed up her story on the TV interview, we all know she wasn't at the swimming hole, allegedly. All the places they went after swimming hole, price list, TP house, tobacco outlet, etc., was to get them on camera to make their story look like it was true. When was the last time someone, a real person, not involved, saw Summer? This creator also thinks that when Dudley saw Dawn looking like he got devastated news on that Monday on the 14th, that's when he found out from Candace that CPS would be coming with the police and the jig was up. Yeah, and on June 16th, they would go to jail for not having Summer. Of course, this gives us no answer about what happened to Summer and where she is, unfortunately. But I do think this theory is possible and explains a lot about June the 15th. You'll have to go on over to Common Sense True Crime to see that entire video. I only showed part of it for a reason. I want people to understand that, not saying this is true, but that there's other possibilities out there. I encourage you to go follow the links that are going to be provided in the description box to these two videos and watch them in their entirety. Also, to understand the full scope of what this is, the truth of the 863 case, go over there and check out those videos. From the one where they find a hidden compartment in the ceiling to the most recent one to where a brand new mountaineer shows up again in Series 3 with the same men. I'm not the only one that can watch the show. It's got millions of views out there. Just saying. Peace, love, and light. I'll do a live after we get a few more ideas in sight.
Candace believes Summer is still alive.
Okay, can I say something?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. As me being her mother and me giving birth to her and being with her as much as I have been, I believe she is still alive.
That's awesome.
I believe that in my heart and in my soul, and I feel that every day.
You know what makes me believe that?
I think she's still here on Earth, and that what I think is somebody had got her that didn't have a daughter or a family, and that had took her because of that reason. That is what I feel.
But who would know where to go exactly to go do that, though? And how would they get there? Because it's a closed off area, ain't it? They have to go through the woods. You're scared to go through the woods.
I mean, it's a dead end road. It's a dead end road, but you gotta look back and think, okay, there's a dead end road. You can turn around in the driveway and go right back out.
Here's your good one. Why not search then? Anonymous True Crime said, why not search then?
Candace stated after a long pause that she has been searching. Question: if you believed your abducted child was still alive, would you be hanging drywall, renovating a house? Or would you be on the phone to Ellie daily, handing out flyers and burning up YouTubers' channels with please? We know the answer. So what is Candace hiding? Is she scared to tell? Remember this moment?
I don't want to think she's dead, but it's a possibility. I don't want to address all the negativity. I just want to focus on the...
CPS was knocking, school starting, and what was happening to Summer? Was a plan hatched, due to abuse? Summer being under 8 years old, felony charges in Tennessee? Candace, have you been told the entire plan, or are you also culpable? Did Donnie tell you Summer is being hidden and looked after? And you will get her back? Advice: don't believe Donnie. Candace, if true, then you must speak for Summer. Or, is this just another lie, another act? Like your performance with Mary? Justice for Summer Wells. Like, share, bell, follow.
Hey everybody, so here's what I want y'all to do between now and tomorrow. I think you're right, Nubian Max UK, I think you're right. It's making my brain hurt too. So let's go catch John Davis True Crime at 7, you guys. And I'm going to be looking for Candace Bly's marriage license and Summer Bly and other boy Bly's birth certificates and school registrations. Don't forget to support the channel in any way you can. Hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, buy some merch, be a member, throw a Cash App, PayPal, do a cartwheel, learn how to cut kudzu. Oh. Thank you, Beretta Blaze, so much. I appreciate you, and thank you for the birthday wishes. I feel old. And thanks to Dave sending me that invite. I may have something in the next couple days that I'm working on to share with you guys. Y'all have a lovely evening. We'll come back and talk about this tomorrow, maybe even later tonight. Just depends on how I get to feeling. I'm gonna take a breathing treatment, y'all, and lay down. Nope, finally put it on the screen. Yeah, I'm just, my chest is real tight. I'm feeling tired, real wore out. So thank you guys. Heard, Miss Kate. Appreciate it. I'm just going to get some rest to get to feeling better. And y'all think about that. And remember what I said. Think about what I'm talking about. About somebody taking this real life event and 2 or 3 people getting together and making the decision to add extra because of all the players they saw coming in the game. Alright, y'all. Peace, love, and light. And I'll definitely see y'all tomorrow night.